Hey, so today I want to do a different kind of video, and I'm going to talk about the most impressive landing page or homepage that I have seen on indie hackers in the last couple of months actually, and I will give you a quick rundown of why I think this is amazing. So the website is SimpleOps.io, and it's by a founder called on the indie hacker forums called Hacker. So what the program does, or the SaaS platform does, is it's monitoring your website and tells you if anything weird is happening with it. And everyone who's a founder, who's that manages kind of different products or website, needs a tool like this, because what if your tool goes down? How will you know? You could lose a lot of traffic, a lot of income based on these things. So now let's jump straight into why I think this is an amazing website. So first of all, performance monitoring simplified. This headline is extremely short and explains exactly what this whole product is going to be. Performance monitoring simplified. Performance monitoring, it's very self-explanatory, especially into the web, in the context of the web. And simplified makes me think that it takes something that is hard, tough, like a concept, and makes it much simpler for everybody to be able to use. The second thing that's really good up here is the H2. So when I talk about H2, usually I'm always like, oh yeah, H2s, they need to address some kind of like business issue, and they need to explain in one sentence exactly why they are the solution to that business issue. And what Hacker came up with is really clever. Never let users see your website down or with bad loading speeds. Receive alerts and insights in real time on health and performance. So never let users see your website down. That's kind of like the business issue that you're trying to solve, or with bad loading speed. So this is a secondary issue that people have, right? Both of these are like, the death of a service. Bad loading speeds, people bounce. Website, people bounce. They leave your website and they never come again. They just associate it with a bad experience. So the solution is receive alerts and insights in real time, right? And then to put the cherry on top of the cake, so to speak, he has a screenshot of what the product looks like. And I think that's amazing. There's 2 call to actions and 2 risk reversals. So call to action is instant, it's immediate. It immediately shows you what my next action is going to be. Is I can click this button and I will start monitoring my website. If I'm skeptical, no problem, there's a live demo. I click this and I will be able to see this platform in action. And then the 2 risk reversals are, it's free to use and there's no credit card required. Okay, I mean, people at this point are already sold, right? Like, you want to know if your website goes down and you want to be alerted in real time, boom and boom. You could already like ignore the rest of the website and be sold just by like this section. The next part is a kind of a testimonial. It says 800 businesses already using SimpleOps. He's linking a few here and they're all like linked. I love this, so I can actually learn more about who these websites are. And then the only thing I would change here is like these 800 businesses is highlighted in blue. I thought it was a link, but it's not. It's not clickable. The next section, basically, it's about features and problems, right? So the feature is that you have all your metrics in one place, and the problem is that instead of using different tools, you just use one tool. So you can monitor your website, keep track of uptime, etc., etc. And guess what? This is kind of the killer feature. It's that everything is one place and you have charts. And guess what happens? Well, these are the charts from your platform. These are the real charts that you will see into your dashboard. And I will demonstrate this in a second. Another thing here is receive alerts in real time. That's the second feature that's really important. If your website goes down, you want to know in real time through either Telegram, Slack, or some other service that your website is going through a bit of a whoopsie time. And then there's real user metrics, which is an additional benefit to using this platform, which basically tells you if your website is undergoing some kind of issues, if some Chrome experience basically is that, you know, it's suffering, so to speak. So it gives you insight with, again, another graphic that you will find into your dashboard. So all of these items are from the real dashboard. He didn't draw this up just for fun. They're not stock images. They're amazing. More information about your SSL, that's another added benefit. And then global monitoring, which means that it doesn't matter where in the world you are, you will have redundancy, right? So you will be able to see how people load from different locations. Now, this other section here, it's really smart. It's a really quick look at how the pricing compares to competitors. So boom, boom, boom. All these people are more expensive, and basically what Hacker is saying is, you know, you can only pay 20 bucks. These are the features you get, and they're way less expensive than all these other folks out here. And the cheapest is the Bugbear, but you know, you can see how Foo software is more expensive. But there's a catch, right? If you scroll a little bit further, you will see that this is the pricing, you know, given on a lifetime basis, which means that if you subscribe now, you only pay $399 and you can use the software for pretty much the rest of your life, or until the internet explodes, right? Which is pretty nice. But let's dive back into the feedback here real fast. This is kind of like a, you know, a second take of testimonials. You know, what's happening here, you're leveraging like real testimonials. Like these people are actually the founders of the companies that Hacker had featured up here. So what that means is that he actually went and asked the founders to give him some feedback that he can place conveniently on this part of his website. This is called authority bias, and basically means that if you get, you know, feedback from CEOs and founders, the people will, you know, boost your product, because people will trust them more than just some random, no names, no picture, no job title, right? Another interesting thing is here, again, it's very minimalistic, but this tool has been featured on 4 major indie hacker, you know, maker platforms. So Reddit, full of makers; indie hackers, obviously; Hacker News, full of makers; Product Hunt, full of makers. And most of these are technical, right? People that browse these things are mostly technical. So if you click over each of this link, it will show you exactly where his website was featured, so you know it's not bullshit, and you can see how the performance went. This is like just like typical fear of missing out, you know, buy now or, you know, forever hold your peace. Like, who knows what's gonna happen after the lifetime access. I assume it's just gonna cost 20 a month, so you can already think, well, you know, this could pay itself off in like 20 months. So if I consider, you know, using this for 2 years on like 2 websites that I might have, boom, paid off. And then ultimately there's this kind of a last banner, and it's amazing animation. Everybody who uses Chrome on Android or other platforms is probably familiar with the little video game that's inbuilt when internet doesn't connect. And basically this is the just like really nice touch, you know, like, 'cause everybody hates when they see that. That means the internet is not loading, or it means that the website wasn't, you know, returning anything. So that's my feedback, and I think this is not really feedback. This is more like an overview of why I love this website. It really ticks all of the boxes that I like to see in a website. And of course, you know, there's still a few things that you could work on. It's not perfect. You could have a lead magnet down here that you could get like email for people who are not ready to purchase, but you want to give them a freebie. You could also have a little bit more statistics, you know, with charts and things. Maybe also a video, you know, like something embedded from YouTube, you know, that shows the platforms that people can see an overview of who you are, and just give a little bit more authenticity to your product. But other than that, this is a solid 9.5 out of 10, and there's a lot more things going on into the footer, but for the sake of this video, let's just focus on this. And thank you so much for watching. If you thought this website breakdown was interesting and I can make some more, just let me know in the comments. Have a great day.